What are you doing?
Fine, rumors tell of Cinder ruins near the city of Muse. And the goddess of victory does indeed seem to be smiling down on you. Okay!
What?
I thought you needed Killy.
That's what it told me as well, but I was just talking to her to confirm that we still couldn't get her.
Well, now you got Lorelei. What do you want to do? Want me to join your party right now? Yeah?
Yes, please. You
Yeah,
are...
medium.
Medium, okay. Okay. With the sleep rune on her weapon.
And a draining rune in her right hand.
With a head slot.
Yeah, I like Lorelei. She's one of my favorites.
That's some good speed, too. Alright. Let's drop the ninja for now and go with that.
Bah.
Bah. And I'm okay with that formation. Alright, cool. And then...
Is that it for characters in here? I think so.
Other than the training guy. That's,
Awesome.
Like, that was one more than I thought we were going to get.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I thought I was going to get the trader, but still, that was good. Escape talisman? Use. And we're out of here. Wait. What?
Go to the right. Oh.
What?
God damn it.
I guess that's the closest exit from the forest I've been from. Like, it must take me to the closest exit of the forest, and that's the nearest exit. Oh. Or probably the last exit I entered from.
Yeah. You should check out and see what her draining rune does.
Yeah, I could do that. We've got quite a few combat encounters probably before we get out of here, so there will be plenty of opportunity. That's so dumb. I bought that specifically for this scenario, too.
Well, you're on the right approach. Yeah, I'll just book it out of here.
Just attack everything with everything. Don't need to be wasting runes, though. And then, yo, her rune doesn't do anything.
I must use something when she attacks.
Alright, we'll see if we can check from the menus. That's also a cool weapon. I don't think Victor and Flick are going to get to use their United Attack.
Nope.
Cool. Actually, I'm not too concerned about losing that potch, because I'm making a ton of potch back in here. I mean, the potch I lost for upgrading their weapons all the way, like... Yeah, there's a lot to be made here. I gotta turn this in. What was I looking for? Oh, I wanted to check her runes. Draining. Heals HP with critical hit.
Cool.
Alright. And then she has sleep on her weapon, which I'm probably guessing is going to be like a 5% chance to sleep the target.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't need Victor and Flick in our party for whatever we're doing now. We're just going to take them out.
Yep.
Oh no, not Stallion, come back! Victor.
Oh, she's really low. I didn't realize that.
And then Hannah. Yeah, Hannah's really low because I keep running into situations where I can't fit all three, and then Hannah's not as powerful as Ulan and Wakaba, so she kind of has to take the back seat. Alright, so then this is my main party for now. We gotta upgrade equipment, and...
Are you keeping Lorelei too?
For now.
Cool.
I have no other, like, medium or long-range character that I'm really attached to, other than maybe Millie, but Millie's pretty high level at this point, so I think it's okay to switch her out for the time being.
Nice.
And I'm still looking for that Unite attack, so I gotta do that at some point. I just need to go through all the characters and switch everyone out. Just do 4 at a time. Just keep switching until I find one with Millie. And then, what do we have for runes on everyone right now? You've got the Warrior, which I think was good. Killer and Angry Dragon is good. White Tiger is great. That's fine. Oh, she's got a head slot. In terms of head slots...
She might be good to have water.
High level water? Yeah, I could attach that. She's got rune slots, might as well use them. And then TheTolhe has a head slot as well, which I don't think Blink is necessarily the best choice.
Can you fit something like a killer or something on it? Like one that doesn't actually require to use magic?
That is a great point, because he already has a ton of magic. Could stick Blue Gate on there, but could just grab Warrior off of Choco and then give that to him. Oh, there's the Killer Rune too.
Yeah.
What would be better? Higher strength but lower defense, or just crit chance? Probably crit chance. Yeah, easier.
Yeah, because he's kind of like your healer guy too.
It'll help bring TheTolhe up to more of a competitive level in terms of just auto-attacking. And
cool.
then when we get to kind of more crazy fights, just using magic. Okay, so that's it for runes. Let's double-check equipment, see if we can give some people some better equipment real quick. And then we'll quickly head to Couscous and maybe upgrade everyone's weapons as far as they can go. Let's buy some dragon armor for Hannah.
Oh, well, she's got leather.
Yeah. And then exchange. And then let's buy dragon armor for Lorelei. I don't think Ulan needs dragon armor because she already is resistant because she has such a high protect. You know what? Whatever. Let's just spend all the money.
You've got the money.
I'm gonna lose a lot more as soon as I go sharpen some weapons, though. I'm gonna get broke pretty fast here. So her weapon is super weak, so let's spend some potch there.
Oh, her weapon's called Death now.
Yeah, that helps a fair amount. Getting there. Wow. It started at, what, like 18 or something?
Yeah. Death.
What is Wind even doing on Stallion's weapon?
I'm not sure. Maybe it increases his speed.
Huh. You know what? TheTolhe, when it comes to big encounters, he's going to be using mostly magic, and auto-attacking he's already pretty okay in terms of damage, so I'm not too worried. Same thing with Stallion. He's just hitting for 100 damage every turn. I'm fine with that. Hannah, however, I would like to see an increase. Simply because Hannah is going to be using the whatever the Unite attack is, which is basically a copy of the Buddy attack, and so the higher her attack power is, the more powerful that Unite attack is going to be. And then one more, and then we're going to be pretty much halved our money at this point.
You could technically afford to get everyone up to 11.
I could, but I'm not gonna. And then in bed, we could do poison instead. Oh yeah, she has the kindness rune. That's pretty great. Wind repels magic. Okay, that's alright. 20% chance of sleep. Okay. Let's just put poison on.
But now he won't be getting 10 hit points back.
I'd prefer if there was none of that pause before we get to hit action again for that whole, like, hey, look, here's the animation of 5 health.
He's still going to do it anyway. He has, like, the sun badge.
Oh, well, we should take off all that so that battle goes a little quicker.
We need to optimize our fight time.
Right? That's what has to happen. Okay, so now we save real quick and then go to the meeting room and see what happens.
Yep.
Oh, actually, you know what I should do? It's going to take a while, but I'm going to go through the whole army and try and customize everything. We're going to save before starting this, though. But given what we know now about the abilities, like the fact that cavalry is basically just +2 movement to that army group,
right,
I should be able to go through and make some pretty intelligent decisions about the way my army is put together. Where, Apple, you now have this room, right? Yeah. You no longer have to just stand in the main hall for eternity. Okay, so let's go to...
Do you have any new groups?
No.
Who's in reserve? Oh, Lorelei's in reserve, yeah.
Ooh, 2 defense. But no abilities. Interesting. There's probably people who have no abilities with... Oh no, Hannah has +2 attack, so... Is there anyone who has no abilities? Oh, Freedy would be an automatic replacement for Lorelei. Okay, so then what am I doing with some of these parties? Let's take a look at someone like Luke, who has wind. Having wind be long range is pretty great. Cavalry gives some movement. Invention makes no sense.
Yep.
Because it basically hurts that party and everyone around, so it's an AoE hurt, which is not great. I'm not sure what lightning does.
I assume it's the same as wind.
Probably. So we could give Choco to Luke's party, which would be increasing the movement to basically 5, which would be the longest, because there's only one character with flight. I don't know if Magic is the one I want to have with 5 movement. Actually, I almost feel like Fire Spears would be a great one for 5 movement. What is the strength defense of some of these cavalry units?
Well, Kiba's stacked. 15 defense.
Yeah. What has Kiba got? Heavy army and cavalry. I'm not sure if heavy stacks. What if I remove and then went back? Yeah, so you can have multiple heavy armors and that stacks, and heavy armor is basically just +2 defense. +2 attack, +1 defense is pretty good too. Okay, let's keep that stacked. Humphrey can go back there. And that's a cavalry unit which is already moving 3, so I think that's a pretty good speed unit. I don't think we need investigate because scout seems to do the same thing. Let's give +1 attack and +1 defense to Victor's unit. So evade, and having 11 defense should make that a pretty good unit.
Yep.
It's infantry, so it's going to be up in the front lines, and having that +1 extra attack is going to be helpful as well, I think. So Victor's unit is a really strong front line.
Yep.
This archer unit, bodyguard from Ulan, I don't remember if we checked what bodyguard does, but I guess it's probably just making them defensive. That's a weird unit. It's just like, hey, I'm an archer.
It's kind of just like support. Maybe
Yeah.
putting the lightning instead of Ulan.
I wish I had have read what body armor does, or bodyguard. Having bombard means that this unit's going to be able to attack really far away as they move up slowly,
Yeah.
so I don't think they're going to need cavalry. I think it would make more sense for TheTolhe's unit to have cavalry, because TheTolhe's unit has a high attack and defense score in comparison to some of these other ones.
Yep.
And has the bright shield, which means gonna want to maneuver to a point where I can try and heal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Having Nanami in this unit doesn't make a whole lot of sense, though.
Increases the attack on a ranged character, though.
That's true, +1 attack, +1 defense. That's pretty good. And self-heal is just a bonus that if they do get into a bad spot, they have a self-heal.
Yep.
With critical? Okay, yeah, no. +1 attack, +1 defense is pretty good. So that's alright. Gilbert, what do we got? So Gilbert has Choco, which is the +2 defense. I don't think that makes any sense. I don't think this unit necessarily needs flight. I want to stack flight with another cavalry unit.
What about Luke?
That's the other option, is sticking it here so that we have 5 movement with wind, but I feel like wind is already so high range that I don't know if we're going to need that much maneuverability. I'm thinking it might make sense to give Flick's unit flight. That way we can move crazy distances and line up really good fire spear shots.
Yeah.
I think that would be the most tactically sound. It reduces the units...
Plus it stacks Gilbert's unit as a frontline infantry one, because Flick is an archer unit, right?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, though, the one thing about stacking it this way is it gives a Flick's unit only an attack of 8 and defense of 8, opposed to with Apple it was
9 and 9.
9 and 9. But that's probably not that bad.
Yeah.
And then Apple gives evade to an infantry unit, which sounds good. And 10-10 is actually pretty decent. Teresa's unit is got Nanami and Shin, which again is a good critical long-range archer unit with a self-heal. This unit still makes no sense. 6-5 archer unit with Forest Walk is fine, but 2 self-repairs doesn't make any sense. So who else could we do? Shortcut doesn't make any sense either, so maybe Bodyguard? Yeah. I'm not sure what Bodyguard's going to do, but it's probably better than another self-heal rune.
Yeah.
And then for this final unit with Luke...
Tuda, maybe?
Tuda or Templeton, I think. +1 defense and shortcut, or +0 and self-repair. I'm thinking maybe Templeton, because that defense is so low.
Yeah.
And shortcut might allow some good maneuverability. Okay. So, one more time here. We have TheTolhe with Bright Shield, Critical Evade, and Cavalry. Victor with Evade, Cavalry, Infantry unit. We've got an Archer unit with Scout, Heal, and Lightning. We've got a super stacked heavy armor cavalry unit. We've got a self-healing archer unit with bodyguard. We've got the bombard archer unit with self-heal and critical. Some cavalry with flight and fire spheres archer unit. We've got infantry with just general good stats of 10-10 with evade. And we have a Luke magic unit, which is a long-ranged maneuverable, I'm going to hit you with magic from a distance unit. And we're giving up self-repair, which I think we're okay on heals. Freedy, which is just a +1 defense. We have better characters than that. Invention, which hurts ourselves but hits everyone around us. I don't think we have anyone that's going to work with. Yeah. The only possibility is maybe switching in that instead of TheTolhe for Kiba's unit, but I think I would rather just not hurt myself.
Yeah.
And then Investigate we don't need because we chose Kasumi, and Kasumi comes with Scout, and the abilities read exactly the same.
Yep.
At least in terms of the help text, they both tell you what the opponent's abilities are, so we don't need both, is what I'm gathering. Sense. So we're going to save, and then we're going to move on. I don't know, that seemed like okay decision making to me.
Yep.
At least slightly better than what Apple had put together.